Hello, lovely viewer. Nice to meet you or nice to see you here again. It's me, Ksenia, and for today, I guess you could know already the name of the rubric because, of course, after vowels, we have to talk about consonants. So if you're ready for a serious talk, let's start. So as you remember, in my previous video, I've been talking about main rules and pronunciation of the vowels. But as there are only 10 vowels in Russian language, I could make it in one video. This video with consonants, which are 21 in Russian language, I will do in two parts, and first part will be the main rules as it was with vowels, and the second will be pronunciation. So today we're gonna speak about main rules of the consonant letters in Russian. Just before we start, I'd like to remember you about the letters and sounds again. In my previous video, I told you that letters, it is what we write, and sounds, it is what we pronounce. Today, I'd like to go further. I guess this information will be also important for you. So, for example, I'd like to take English alphabet, and we start pronounce the letters A, B, C, D, and so on. So let's talk about this A, B, C, and so on. Let's take letter B. We pronounce B, but what is it? I'd like to remember you or make you know that B, it is the name of the letter. It is not the sound. So the sound of the B, of the letter B, in English it's B, B, yes? But B is her official name. And you see that the name of the vowels may be the same as its sound. So we say A and it can be the sound. But consonants have their own names, like B, but the sound is B. The same situation will be in Russian. We start pronounce Russian alphabet, or correctly to say azbuka. So we start A, B, V, G, and so on. So let's take letter B. B, it's the name of the letter, but the sound, it could be different. It could be B, it could be B, and sometimes even it could be P and P. And today we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about sounds and the main rules of the Russian consonants. So now we can really start. Maybe you do remember that in Russian language there are 42 sounds. And in my previous video I told you that there are only 6 vowel sounds. How could it be? It's because in Russian language there are 36 consonant sounds. A lot. And to understand why there are so many sounds in Russian language, we need to understand that in Russian language all the sounds we can separate to the groups, again groups. So we could talk about the most important groups of the consonants. It is the group with hard and soft consonant sounds, and the second group will be with voiced and voiceless consonant sounds. Now we're gonna start talking about the first group. First group, hard and soft sounds. Hard and soft consonant sounds. So what is it, hard and soft sound? In Russian language, H consonant letter has two different sounds. One is hard and one is soft. For example, we take letter B and it has sound B, which is hard, we pronounce B, hard. And the second, which is soft, B. So one letter has two sounds, hard B and soft B. And all Russian letters have the same situation. They all have two sounds in it. But of course, there are exceptions. It will be letter Yod or I краткая, which has only soft sound Y. It will be letter C, which has only hard sound C. It will be letter Ж, which only has hard sound Ж. It will be letter Ch, which has only soft sound Ch. It is letter Sh, which has only hard sound Sh. And the last one, it is letter Sh, which has only sound Sh, soft sound. And now I'd like to tell you one by one, as they are in alphabet, letters which has two sounds, which has pairs with soft and hard sound. First will be B. We already know that it has two sounds. B is hard, B is soft. Next will be letter V, and it also has two sounds. Hard will be V and soft will be V. The next is G, and it has two sounds, G, hard, and G, soft. Next letter is D, and it has two sounds, hard is D and soft is D. The next letter is Z, and it has hard Z and soft Z. Next letter is K, and it has hard K and soft K, K, K. Next letter will be L, and it has hard sound L and soft L. Next letter will be M, and it has hard sound M and soft M, M, M. Next letter is N, and it has hard sound N and soft N, N, N. Next is letter P, and it has hard sound P and soft P. The next letter, very hard to pronounce this sound, letter R, and the sound R and R. Very hard to pronounce for foreigners, I do understand it, but I will give you a tip how to start talking it correctly, but it will be in the next video about pronunciation. So letter R has sound, hard sound R and soft sound R. Next letter is S, and it has two sounds, hard sound S and soft sound S, S, S. The next will be letter T, and it has two sounds, hard sound T, soft sound T, T, T. The next letter is F, and it also has two sounds. Hard is F and soft is F, F, F. And the last letter, which has two sounds, it is letter H, and it has hard sound H and soft sound H, 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 H. Again, I did a table for you, so you could better understand what I am talking about. You may see this table right now. I showed you which letters has a pair, which letters don't have a pair. You see it at the table, and I'd like to make you understand better that these commas, apostrophes, they are made for soft sounds. Of course, we don't write them in Russian language, but to understand sounds better, I made these commas. And also I'd like to say some words about letters sh and sha. Why I want to talk about them separately, it's because of their sounds. Letter sh has quite similar sound with letter sha. It is sh and sh. Letter sh has sound sh, letter sh has sound sh. And you may think that they make a pair, but they don't make a pair. They look similar, but they are not a pair. Please don't mix these letters, they are different. And also I'd like to say some words about why should we know these pairs. In Russian language, there are different situations when we have pronounced soft or hard sound. For example, I will give you two words. In a word byk, 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 we pronounce letter B as a hard sound B. But in the word bek, 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 we pronounce letter B as a soft sound b, b, bek, b, bek. So you see that there are different situations when we pronounce different sounds of one letter. And that's why we have to learn these pairs so we could start pronouncing words correctly. But about sound combinations in words, we will talk a little bit later. Now all we have to do is to learn these pairs. It's very important. Otherwise you won't start pronouncing words correctly. So I hope you understood with the first group, with groups of hard and soft sound. And now we can speak about second group with voiced and voiceless sounds. In Russian language, one letter, one consonant letter, can have even 4 different sounds. And sometimes letter B can have sound P and P. How can it be? Let's discuss this. In Russian language we've got different types of sounds. Some of them are voiced, some of them are voiceless. And sometimes when we pronounce the words, we can say them with more voice or less voice. And when we do this, consonant sounds can be changed. We can say another consonant sound that seems not a pair for the letter. But it all has its own logic, and now we have to learn these groups of the letters which can be changed to another sound so you could read and understand the natives. So the first pair which we will talk about, it will be with sounds b, b, hard sound b and soft sound b, which has a pair p and p, p and p. We are talking right now about sounds. Sounds have pairs b, p, b, p. And maybe if I will give you an example, it will be easier for you to understand why there are such positions and what groups we need to learn and why. For example, I will give you this word. You see, it's crab. You see that in the end of this word we've got letter bear. But when we will pronounce this letter in the word, it will sound like P. Listen attentively. Crab, crab, crab. It's already not B, it's P. In the next video, I will tell you why it's so, why words pronunciation changes, why it's not B, it's P. But now we just need to learn the pairs. The next pair which we have to learn is pair with sounds, with sound D, which is hard, and D, which is soft, with sounds T, which is hard, and T, which is soft. So for sound D, we've got pair T, and for sound D, we've got sound T. I guess you could feel that we pronounce D and D with more voice, and T with T with less voice. That's why D and D is voiced, and T with T is voiceless. And again, I will give you an example. In Russian word город, город, город. In the end, we've got letter D, but we pronounce in Russian as it is T. So we pronounce город, город, город. So we use voiceless sound T. The next pair of sounds which we have to learn is sound G, hard sound, its friend G, which is soft G, G, and they have pairs K and K, K and K. So sound G has a pair K, and G has a pair K. G and G, they are voiced, and K with K are voiceless. For example, in the word друг, 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 in the end we don't pronounce G, we don't say друг, друг, no, we use voiceless pair K, друг, друг, друг. The next pair is hard sound V with its friend V, which is soft. They are voiced, and they have a pair voiceless F and F. F is hard, F is soft. For example, in word остров, 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 where we got V in the end of the word, we pronounce not sound V, but its voiceless pair F. Остров, остров, остров. So the next will be sounds Z and Z, which are voiced, and they have a pair S and S, which are voiceless. So Z, hard, voiced sound, has a pair S, voiceless, hard sound. And also I will give you an example. In word glass, 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 in the end we've got letter Z, but we pronounce the sound as S, S, S. So we pronounce glass, glass, glass. And the last pair, which are only with hard sounds, because they are from the exceptions, it is zh and sh. They also make a pair because zh is voiced and sh is voiceless, but they don't have soft sounds as a pair. And for this pair, I will also give you an example. In the word morsh, 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 we've got zh in the end, but we pronounce it as a sh, as a voiceless sound sh. Morsh, morsh, morsh. So again, here you got a table where you could see better the pairs of the sounds. I'd like to remember that here you got not letters, it is just sounds, and the letter could be one, but we pronounce another sound. For example, letter B, but the sound will be P, and so on. And that's it for this video. We will see each other in the next video with the pronunciation of the consonants. But before this video, please learn that we've been talking about today and press all the buttons if this video was helpful and you liked it. And we will see each other very soon so I could really Russian you. Bye bye, lovely viewer. Bye bye.